It has been a traditional protein source long consumed by our great fathers, but mushroom consumption in Ghana has in recent times declined. In today's discussion on the food chain, we'll bring you some nutritional benefits of mushroom and how the neglected gold mine is providing a source of livelihood to some youth in Ghana. My name is Emmanuel Bright Kweku. I hope you enjoyed today's discussion. Mama, good morning.
Morning.
I'm home to say.
Yes,
Nyame adome ho ye. Mama me pe imrato na bi wo.
Oh, me patron no pe me nya bianto. Tambia haya ne ane bi wo.
Ebe na esi ada bibia.
Na wona di free e krom pitu mu ba no mo anfa bi ama.
Mama Janet is a mushroom seller at the Swami market. Today, the bundles of mushrooms she normally ply along the busy market streets are missing.
Na kuafo na nya bi amre ya nto. Sometimes one na won krom kitu mu no. Omo na ya na di ba ma ya tobi. Ti anopa no sori na obedu na on nti cars no ho ana unya bi. Ene bi ama. Nti ama ne kura so de nipa si abebusa me fi se nka na de nka ye beto kakra ma me nso me nya bi anto.
In Ghana, mushrooms are used in preparing local delicacies like stews, sauces and soups, especially one made from palm nuts. Unlike other proteins sourced from animals and plants, mushrooms are fungi that flourish in lawns, on plant surfaces and compost heaps. Mushroom queen at the Swami market, Elizabeth Asari, has sold them for over 40 years now. She explains to me the different types of mushrooms grown in Ghana.
Domo, there was sassie ne de efifiri edua onyina ene nyankyere ne ehu ewu a ene efifiri hu no matu e de abreme ena ye wo domo no so ebi free onyina hu ene bi so free aba wo mato a mefa ne se wo mo ayi emu ensa na wie na apro no eno so na efree saa domo no ena chiarodo no nso time a eno so ba eno nso ni season ni dru a baby a me fan say wo mu ebi free ho no ena efree e de ba enti bia am customer me fan say e ba ye de breme emre no chiarodo de to tenten no eno de om de bi free dum kwa ena breme me wo customers a wo muso dum kwa ho a wo moto ye de ebuka mu ne de abreme na makoje na me so me de surprise ena me wo chiaro sibre no nso me wo mu a wo mu beto wo mu etoto no wo nkurase sibre no nso ebi wo kasapin elia ebi wo seshi ena ebi wo kumase mantem hanom nso omunya bi wa hase so e de ba ma me de eno nso e surprise e ton man ena sase no nso ebi so tutu a ne de abrem.
Traditionally, mushrooms are cultivated in rural areas and transported to the urban center for sale. But its scarcity over the years have seen commercialized mushroom farming fast gaining popularity in Ghana's cities. As a crop with high profit potential, the new gold mine is changing the lives of its growers and vendors. Francis Brady, a student of the Kwadaso College of Agriculture, has been growing mushrooms for the past 2 years, a business he started back in his village at Seshi, and currently his source of financing for his diploma education.
There are a lot of items on the farm that you could have looked at, but why mushroom?
It's because that was what I met first. That was what, and it was something I wanted to do. One of my classmates' dad was cultivating mushrooms in the house, so each and every day we would go and buy it. I was like, it's very stressful. Why are you buying this? So I'll go to Agri College, class 5. So during BEC, I went to do Agri at the SHS, and I came here. When I came here, even the time I didn't decide to even buy the flower. I was like, when I come, the first thing I'll do is mushrooms. So when I came here, I just started with it, and it's because I did a whole lot of research. It's like, although it's less capital intensive, but it produces capital very fast. I had my capital from a friend's sister, whom I'm even living with right now. So I discussed everything with her, like, sister, this is what I want to do. I'm finding it difficult to pay my fees, and this the type of thing I want to do. So help me. So she sent me about 500 cedis, and I started buying the items from Kumasi. Then I transferred it over there to start over there. And they were the one who gave me the room, everything that I need. They gave me everything that I need because they wanted everything I want to come to pass. So they gave me everything. Then I started from there.
There are concerns that commercialized mushroom farming hinges on chemical use. However, Francis says the materials involved in the production of such mushrooms are harmless.
In Ghana or Africa, we like this thing. It's artificial. It is artificial. But they don't look at the content, like what it's going to do for your health. They think for artificial products, it's very harmless, it's very harmful to the body. That's what some people do, but it's not like that, because a whole lot of things we do it artificially.
Yeah, are you not sure? Maybe some people are concerned with the influx of chemicals on our farms.
Yes. When you're going through the process, you see everything, what we use, the function of every ingredient that we don't use any chemical. We don't use any chemical in our production. Yeah, the lime that we use, lime is like a neutralizer, acid-based neutralizer. It can be used on our fields. If your field is too much acidity, or it's having too much acidity or alkalinity, you can use lime to neutralize it so that you can grow your crops on it. So we can use it to put it on our field and grow crops in it, and we still consume it. So will you say it's a natural or artificial?
Okay.
You see, and we use the same thing for the mushroom. It has a function over there. So when we start that part, I will explain the functions too.
So going back to the pricing of mushrooms, you compare it to meat and, let's say, fish on the market. Now, our meat is expensive, our fishes are also expensive. But don't you think maybe bringing in mushrooms can help complement or supplement some of the things we eat?
Yeah. Like I was saying, like my area, they consume mushrooms in a very large quantity. Yeah, they produce mushroom. You can't even meet the demand. You can never meet the demand. If you harvest I did some for one man in my area, and you harvested about 700 cedis of mushroom, packaged it very nicely. Started from, it was not even a long distance, a very short distance, and 700 cedis was finished. Not even the whole town, on the street. Okay. People started buying it because we are done with the market research. They know, and it has so many functions. They've tested it, and they've seen the function, the reason why they have reasons. That's why they are buying.
You are still watching The Food Chain on the Joy News channel with me, Emmanuel Bright Kweku. Currently, I am at a site where Francis does all the bagging, where he bags the sawdust and then use it for the mushroom process. He'll be telling us how the process is like and what he does to his products that makes it different on the market.
The bagging is a part of the process, but you start by getting your sawdust. The sawdust, it has grades. Yeah, you get the smooth one, as you can see over here. Yeah, you get this type of sawdust. You can get whether red sawdust, or you can get some of the yellow sawdust. All the sawdust are okay. So from the sawdust, that's the media. From that, you get your quicklime. This is the quicklime. Okay. And the function of the quicklime is a neutralizer. Quicklime is a neutralizer. It's because when you pick the tree, or when you pick the sawdust, it comes from different types of trees. Some trees are high in acidity and some too high in alkalinity. The quicklime comes in to neutralize everything so that your growth will be very successful. Now you come to the quicklime, the rice bran rather. The rice bran, one, it gives the taste, it serves as a source of fertilizer, and we also added water. whenever you are doing decomposing, you want everything to decompose. So you need water in the process, so that after everything you mix everything, and you need quantity. You can't just pour everything in it, because when you use too much quicklime, can lead to how do you say, fruit browning. You say that it will start growing all right, but it will be browning. Irrespective of the condition you give it to, it will start browning because the quicklime is too much. Although you are using it to neutralize to neutralize the acidity or the kind, but when it is too much, it will tend to the other way around. It will rather destroy the crop. And for quicklime to be too much, you should make rice bran to be too rice bran or wheat bran. If you don't have rice bran, you can get wheat bran. If you don't have quicklime too, you can use oyster shell, or you can use normal ash. The normal ash to do it with a quantity. So when you are starting, when you're doing 500 bags, if you're a starter, you want to do 500 bags, you use 3.5 kg of quicklime. It's very small. 3.5 kg of quicklime and 70 kg or 35 kg of rice bran. You use 35 kg of rice bran to do your formulation.
So you made mention, if you don't have the quicklime, you can actually use
oyster shell, the same quantity.
Can you mix the two? Let's say
no, you can't mix. You can't mix the two, and it's the main reason why we don't even use, in our products, we don't use poultry manure. Some farmers use poultry manure. If you use poultry manure, you get very high yield. The mushroom will be growing very bigger, but the longevity,
it can easily just die off.
Yes, no, will be less. But if you go with this method, it will be very long, and the bagging as well too. So I was talking about the reason why our pricing, when you look at the bag, the size of the bag, the height and the width is more than 1 kg. So when you buy it, and fruiting, most farmers, their fruiting takes about 2 to 3 months, and it will be declining. But mine takes about 4 months, it will start growing, because the more the sawdust, the longer the period, the rate at which you can harvest.
After bagging the compact sawdust, they undergo a high temperature steam known as the sterilization stage.
This is where we do the sterilization. And the reason why we do sterilization is to kill all microorganisms or any harmful organisms in the bags or in the compost that will hinder the growth of the mushrooms. So we bring them here, we arrange them in the tank, then we set a fire under it for it to spend about 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so after the sterilization, we bring it in here. This place can take about 2,000 bags. Then we make it cool down. Then we start doing the inoculation. To start the inoculation process, you need your cotton. You pour your sanitizer on it. Then you need to clean all the equipment that you are going to use to prevent any microbial organisms from entering it. Then you open your bottle, you break the sponge. You don't break everything in the bottle, you break a little, then you pour it on your and for every bottle is used to spawn 15 bags. One bottle is used to spawn 15 bags. So after everything, use this one, the plastic caps, you put it on it this way. Then you put your cotton on it, the wrapper. Hey, where is it? Then you put your cotton on it. After everything, you use your wrapper band. Then you are done.
Despite the efforts put in by farmers with hopes of scaling up, mushrooms are not an alternative protein source for a chunk of the Ghanaian population.
I eat, but it's not something I fancy that much, you know. If I get it, fine. And even if being part of the dish, I can choose to ignore it. Yeah, as compared to natural meat, red meat, chicken, fish.
I don't like the taste. It doesn't have any taste, so I don't like it.
Don't really like it?
I don't like it at all.
Because it's been so long since I ate mushroom. I remember when my mother was alive, I used to eat mushroom, but nowadays I don't eat it.
Oh, not quite long ago. I ate some on campus, and it was very nutritious.
While some Ghanaians generally are not fond of consuming mushrooms, Mama Janet attributes recent low patronage to the exorbitant cost of the edible fungi.
Ebia 60 cedis misia de menyano enso ntini board ni ntiama sometimes nipa ni bisa ne price na kra ontumi nto.
Research provides numerous nutritional benefits of mushrooms, including its cancer-suppressant properties and anti-hypertensive effects. Professor Felix Engman is with the Food Technology Department of the Kumasi Technical University.
You know, mushrooms, because they are coming from it's a fungi, normally have low fat, it has high fiber, carbohydrates, good carbohydrates, as well as good amount of protein, and then various minerals, and then vitamins. We have a lot of the B vitamins over the riboflavin, that is the B2. We have the niacin, that's the B3. We also have what we call folic acid, folate, also present, among different many other minerals like potassium, magnesium, copper, and the like. Nutritionally, you know, because for instance, those who are vegetarians, because of the good amount of protein that is in there, and which is well balanced as well in terms of the amino acid composition, it is very good for them. And so you'll notice that vegetarians mostly eat, if not soybeans, they would also include mushrooms in their diet because it contains the well-balanced amino acids, what we call the essential amino acids. And then because it's also high in fiber, it helps to check on one's weight. Yes, because the energy level is not that high, and so it helps with weight management. One other characteristic about the mushroom is it has what we call phytochemicals, that is chemicals which are not nutrients but rather help in terms of health. And so we have antioxidants which fight tumors like cancers. Yeah, it also helps with brain health, so it helps to prevent the Alzheimer's disease. Again, they help with our immune system. It helps to boost the immune system. It helps also with the reduction of blood sugar level, so it is hypoglycemic in nature. And so we encourage people to consume those also who are hypertensive, because it helps in the reduction of reduces the sodium level in the blood. A key thing about mushroom is that it gives what we call the umami taste. The umami taste is the taste that sodium glutamate imparts to food. So we say that it is a flavor enhancer. And that is why sodium glutamate has been included in what we call the bouillon cubes. I don't want to mention brands names here, but you know the cubes that our women use in cooking to enhance flavor. The challenge with the monosodium glutamate is the sodium in it, which increases blood pressure. So currently we are experiencing higher consumption of monosodium glutamate in our diet, and that may be contributing to high blood pressure. And because mushrooms have this umami taste and also helps to reduce sodium level in the blood, it is a very good substitute for these bouillon cubes that we use in cooking our food. So you will have the enhanced flavor, that is a taste, and then it also will help to reduce your sodium intake, thereby checking on your blood pressure. So that is one key thing. So we encourage our women to be using mushrooms in cooking, because they will have the taste. At the same time, it is going to improve, give or maintain very good blood pressure. And for those who are suffering from high blood pressure, it's good for them because it's going to reduce the level of sodium in their blood and therefore managing their blood pressure.
I'm still particular about the taste actually. We know they use some types of mushrooms for, let's say, pizza, and then even some for soups and stews. So yours, which are the types people use normally?
That's the oyster.
Okay.
The differences come from the sizes and the taste. When your mushrooms are bigger, it depends on how you did your formulation. So the size and the shape is everything about oyster, the taste, the size, everything starts from your process. And then the amount of ingredients we are going to use. Okay. That will depend. That will bring out the size and the taste.
Okay.
Not only are they dying out of the market, but mushrooms as seasonal crops have become elusive in rural farms. Naturally sourced mushrooms are endangered by some farming practices, including the use of pesticides and the changing climate.
We know mushrooms, they grow in the wild, and the spores are delicate, and bushfires, the use of chemicals in farming had actually have a great impact. So picking them from the wild is not common nowadays. There are some few farmers, mushroom farmers around, but basically they produce for specific people. So you don't find them majorly on the market. Yeah, so it is quite seasonal. And even when it is in season, you don't really find them as we used to. So I think we should encourage more mushroom farming, knowing the health benefits as well as the nutritional benefits that we will obtain from the consumption of mushrooms.
Although scientists are ensuring mushrooms do not go extinct by keeping the various spores, Professor Engman fears they may not be easily found in the coming years.
So we have the spores there, which they are keeping. So for us, it is not going to go extinct. However, it is not going to be widespread for our people, particularly those in the rural areas where they used to pick it. It is very common. Even in our homes, it used to be quite prevalent. The moment we enter the rainy season, it is all over the place. But currently, it is not. But as I said earlier, we now have a unit that is keeping the spores and actually growing more of that, and then making that available to those who are interested in farming mushrooms. Yeah.
Is that not a worry, since we are now keeping them instead of them growing naturally?
It is a great worry, and all of us would have to be environmentally conscious and to protect the environment. The same case applies to snails. The bad farming practices that we are having, the bushfires, and many other factors, and that also led to now snail farming. So the way to go is now to grow them commercially. Yes, that is how we will be able to sustain them, and then also to market them properly, using their nutritional and health benefits as the key marketing tools.
It's exciting, the nutritional content and benefits of mushroom, right? When next you visit the market, do purchase yourself and the family some mushrooms. Catch us same time here on the Joy News channel on another exciting episode of The Food Chain. My name is Emmanuel Bright Quick.